Anyone had a Hawaiian plantain before? This is what I'm used to having. And this is the Hawaiian. So I'm gonna cut this up so Nadira and I look at this. Let me show you the other plantain. Now this one looks ugly because it's been sitting for a while. It's supposed to get like ripe or whatever. But this is what I'm used to having. And this is the Hawaiian. So I'm gonna cut this up so Nadira and I can have some. But you see, look, I thought that because it was so thick and you could see the rims on this right here, I didn't think it was gonna be too big, especially when it comes to let me show you. This right here, you see this little dip right here? I thought it was going to be different, but it's not different at all, as you can see. So I'm going to cut it up and see if it tastes different. So I expect that how I cut these up, the regular ones up, is the same way that I cut up, these. But the difference that I see with these is that there's not as much meat as the regular plantain, see? So I gotta be like extra careful. This is not enough. Let me show you the difference. So we're gonna cut this up so y'all can see. Same thing, see? Same thing on the inside, but if you could tell, the meat right here is more meat than over here, you see? Now you can see right here it's less. You can see it's a little bit over here, but not as much as this one right here, see? Now, when I cut this up, let me show you. I gotta excuse my face, I just woke up. See how easy it is for me to like break it open? And it's not because it's, you see how easy it is? It's just so easy for me to break it open when I do the regular plantains, right? But with this one, the skin is so thin. Look. Look at this one. This one's the Hawaiian one. And this one is the regular one. You see it's a bit thicker. See? So it's like you gotta be real careful when it comes to Hawaiian. I'm expecting that it probably tastes a whole lot better too. So let's see. We're gonna keep going. And I'm gonna be like real gentle with it, like as if it was a potato. Y'all excuse my morning face. I'm not really feeling good. Amina came home and she was sick the Friday before last. And you know, I go on my mommy duties. And I think I got whatever she got. So I'm right now cutting it like if I was to cut up a yucca root. If y'all want to see that video, I'll show you too that video. But that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just cutting this up. And trying not to go too deep in because you want to keep the meat of the plantain. See, once you cut into it a little bit, you can see it. You can peel it off like a banana. You understand? And this is when I did my error. When I did my error, I went in because I thought I could cut it up like the other plantain, but it's obvious you can't. So you gotta peel it like almost if you're peeling a yucca or if you're peeling a banana. You gotta be real gentle with it. So now I'm gonna rinse it off and cut it up in pieces. Rinse this one off. Alright. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it like this. That's the small ones, and I'm gonna cut it in sections just so it can cook a little bit faster. because I'm heading off to work in a little bit. And then this one, because I've never cut it before, I'm going to cut it in half. It's a smooth transition to go from one end to the next. And this is how it looks on the inside. I hope y'all can see that. I'm so sorry I'm not doing a close-up. My camera's acting ridiculous today. But that's the inside, and then I'm going to cut it again like this. So y'all can see. And then I'm just going to put it in there. And I'm going to mash it up and see if it tastes any different. I'll be back. After everything is said and done, this is what the difference between the Hawaiian plantain and the regular plantain. This one's a bit lighter and this is a bit darker. This is what everybody usually gets, and this is the new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mash them together and let them merge, and then after they merge, I'm going to show you what it looks like when I mash them together. All I do is I put butter and I leave a little bit of the water that they were boiling in, and I just put it together and sprinkle a little salt on it, and that's it. That's all I do. You can see different pieces. One's lighter and darker than the other. A little bit of salt. This is the salt I use. You don't have to use this same salt. You can use whatever kind of salt you like. But I like the pink salt, so that's what I'm going to use. You just sprinkle a little bit to taste. If you want, you could use black pepper or not. It's all the way up to you. And then I pour it in the thing. Usually I'll cover this and then I'll fry up some salami, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make some eggs to go along with it. I'll take you with me. Okay, so back at it. So, and I have, like I said before, the oil is already heating up. So we're going to fry this up. You hear that? That's what you need. That's the sound you need. One more. And then that's it. I'm going to clean this, and then we're going to cut up some onions to go with it. The sausages are getting cooked. I'm going to show you, one second. So I'm going to show you the color it needs to be on each side. These ain't done, but this is this color it needs to be on each side, y'all. So now we're going to cut up the onions. You can use the regular Vidalia onions. You can use the regular yellow onions. Whatever preference you like, you can use it. I don't use that. I use red onions because I feel like when you're frying them up or making pickled onions, it tastes sweeter somehow, some way, you know. So that's what I did. This is a good onion because it got the yellow in it, at least in my opinion. So I take off the ends, right, like this, and then I run it under warm water so that it can clean off all the, I don't know how to say it. It's just, it allows me not to cry when I pick it off. Or when I cut it up, I won't cry if I run it under some hot water. I learned that from a homegirl. One of my homegirls. She was making something with me. Maybe one day I could come over to her house, or she could come over to my house, and she'll help me make the thing. It's some, I forgot what they call it. I'm gonna have to ask her. But she showed me how to do it. I could do it, but she makes it better. So we cut it up. I'm gonna show you the size I usually cut it up. And again, I'm gonna say, the people at the restaurant, they cut it at a bigger size. So you could choose to cut it at a bigger size or not, but this is the size I do. I did this big size right here. And then after I cut up this big size, I put it in the pan with a little bit of oil that's gonna remain from the salami that I'm frying up. And I add a little bit of vinegar. I'm gonna show you about, I'm gonna honestly say about maybe a teaspoon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it while you're hearing this, okay? So I'm gonna put it in here. And you wanna make sure you cut it up, separate the rings from each other, so that it can seep into all of the onions. And my eyes are starting to water. But this is what I do. Now, if you don't want to use vinegar, you can use lemon or lime. It does just the same. So I eyeball, but you can use, all you need is about a tablespoon. Or a little bit more, depending on how much the onions you use. So if you use half an onion, a tablespoon should be fine. If you don't use half a onion and you use a whole onion, you could try for like 2 tablespoons. So now you just want to mix everything up. Once you mix everything up, you should be fine. Because I don't want to take a spoon and my eyes are starting to water, I just go like this, so I can make sure the vinegar is all in it, you know? That way, when I put it in there, it should be fine. Now, let me move on to the to the sausages, so y'all can see how good it came out. So there you go, on both sides. That's the consistency you need. Move it up so y'all can see. Right there, that's the consistency you need. No, it's not burnt. Don't start. It's not burnt. Burnt would it be being black. It's not burnt, y'all. This is the finished product. And now we're moving on to the onions. So now we're moving to the onions, and I just put it in the same pan that we had the oil and for the salamis. And we just let it fry up. It's done when you see that it's fluorescent. Well, not fluorescent, bright. The onions is bright, and you can see through it. Then that's when it's done and you pull it out. I'll be back to show you the ending part. This is how it's supposed to be, y'all. This is how you know it's completely done. Yes, I put it in some tissue so it can soak up the oil. I use about half of this, and everything is made from plants, y'all. What you do is once you pour it in, you just let it sink a little bit, and then you mix it like how I'm mixing over here, and then it turns into scrambled eggs, y'all. That's it. I'm gonna show you the finished product in a minute. All right, guys, this is the finished product. As you see, that just eggs is over here. This is what many cultures call tres golpes. So what that means is 3 hits, right? So you have the plantains, the salami, and the eggs. Usually what happens is they'll make sunny side eggs, not scrambled eggs, but you can also add it. And then this will be like a complimentary. They just throw some eggs on it. They also have tres golpes in some cultures where it's yuca or cassava on the side instead of the plantains. Then you have the eggs, the salami, and then the onions if you want it on the side. But this is the finished product, y'all. I hope you like this video. And if you would like to see more like this, please subscribe, press the like button, and press the notification button to all so you can get notified when I put up a video. Thank you.